What's up, guys? Today I want to talk a little bit about how smiling can rewire your brain. Smiling more can make your life more enjoyable in general. I feel like not enough people smile today, just for the hell of it. You probably seem a little bit crazy if you walk around just with a smile glued to your face. But I disagree. Smiling reduces your stress levels. It pops good endorphins into your system, and it can make absolutely anything more enjoyable. We grow up with the feedback loop of where if you get a good result in something, or you're doing something enjoyable, that's when you smile. And we kind of get trained into that. But there's also a reverse way to this, where you can smile before you do something, or while you're doing something that you don't particularly enjoy, and you will find more enjoyment in that, just because your brain reacts to your body in the same way that your body reacts to your brain. I mean, smiling is a declaration of war. It's basically saying that nothing can destroy my spirit. And that's the irrefutable fact about the human spirit, is that the only person that could truly destroy your spirit is yourself. I mean, technically, smiling more would actually make it so that you live longer as well, because you're not stressing as much when you're smiling. And when I say smiling is a declaration of war, it's just that when I smile hard, I'm saying that even if life is stressful, whatever life throws at you, you'll still find a way to get through. You'll make it through. You always do. What's different about this time? Absolutely nothing. I mean, life is suffering, right? Most people suffer in silence, and they're not so comfortable talking about it, but life is suffering. I mean, having children can have a level of suffering. Watching your parents grow old can have a level of suffering. Kids are thrown into school where they're judged and they have to act a certain way so they don't stand out. That's suffering. Life can be suffering in general. And most people aren't really honest about it. They just kind of go home and go to sleep, and they can't go to sleep. They're thinking about all these issues that they might be facing, and a lot of it can come down to it being a game where you don't want to seem like you're weak. There's something about pretending that you're strong, that there's nothing going wrong. First of all, it's inauthentic. When you're inauthentic, you can't truly be yourself. So being honest about suffering is important. Everyone suffers. Everyone does. Whether you have money or you have no money, whether you have status or you have no status, whether you have a family or you don't have a family, people are going to suffer regardless. But when you smile, it's saying that I know things will work out. There's nothing that can break my spirit. There's nothing that can break my spirit, because I know that I'm the only one that can break my spirit. And these days, people's spirits break too easily. I mean, they can't find a parking spot. It just destroys them. They trip on something in front of other people. They feel embarrassed. It just destroys them. And it takes them a little bit of time to recuperate. And shit, we just got to be able to laugh at things a little bit more and realize that they're not so serious. We don't need to let these things carry weight in our mind. Everything is a part of nature, really. I mean, the way people treat each other, that's still a part of nature. You'd be naive to walk out in the world and expect everything to be fine and dandy every single day. There's going to be people that you meet that try to make you feel bad, that try to manipulate you. You don't have to let that get to you. There's something strong about the person that can smile through anything. There's no king in the world. There's no person in the world. There's no animal in the world. There's no situation in the world that can break your spirit. Only you break your spirit. You break it. You choose to break it. Everything is a choice. You have a choice whether or not you want to smile or grimace all the time. And like I said, smiling has a profound effect on the brain. It basically, in a way, you're faking to the brain that something good is going on in the situation that something isn't. People know the difference between a fake smile and a real smile. I think they call it the Duchenne smile, where you're smiling ear to ear, even your eyes are smiling. And people are just drawn to that. There's a concept about mirror neurons where other people are more inclined to smile just being around someone that is genuinely smiling. I'm not talking about the good old American smile that you walk by. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real, authentic smile that says, I'm fully comfortable where I am right now, and there's nothing that can shake me. Absolutely nothing can get to me. That is contagious. So when you walk around, inevitably your day will be better too. People will be more inclined to come up to you and say hi because you're welcoming. You give off an energy that is safe. An authentic smile tells a story that words could not ever even dream of. You could say 1,000 words of rubbish, tell your story and whatnot, but a smile is all someone needs to see to get a real gist of who you are. The mouth always lies. The body really doesn't. It doesn't. It just doesn't. To have an unshakable spirit is not impossible. I mean, there's a part of your brain that controls your facial expressions, but a lot of people's minds are full. They're not being mindful. Their minds are legitimately full. I mean, you got to check yourself at some point. When you're in the shower, are you grimacing? When you walk around, what does your facial structure look like? Are you conscious of that? Are you conscious of the fact that you might be having resting bitch face all the time? Why is resting bitch face the thing? It's people's internalized suffering. They can't relax their face anymore. Their body doesn't lie. It shows it all the time. So even if they go to people their friends and then they change it, it's still not an authentic smile. It's not. And a lot of having a genuine smile comes down to just being comfortable within yourself, comfortable within your own mind. You're not having negative thoughts that have an effect on your face. If anything, you're either not thinking as much or you're having positive thoughts. And I'll be real, for me, at one point, I think like in 2023, I didn't smile a single time that whole year. I mean, that was the year that my ex left me. I had lost my consulting job. My business crumbled. I went into some seriously unhealthy addictions. Uh, my whole life was, on the downhill. I did not smile a single time that year, I believe. Maybe like a couple times, fake ones at that. But I had no sense of mind whatsoever. I was just flooding my brain with dopamine. And it's funny, like when people are even in the, what is it, getting that instant gratification from cheap dopamine, if you know, if you notice yourself, you're not even smiling at those times. You're not, because you know it's not right for you deep down. I remember that time I was crying on the bathroom floor every single night, every single morning, just like in the dark, just crying to myself, like honestly praying to God, hoping that God would show up. It's like, if there's a God, I need him right now, or her. Yeah, one day I just woke up and I realized I didn't want my life to be like this anymore. I didn't want to be controlled by, enslaved by my brain. So I made an effort to calm my thinking down, slow down, stop flooding myself with dopamine. And I made an effort, and as I made those efforts, I started to have more confidence in myself, build more love for myself. As I built more love for myself, I started to smile more, and a genuine one at that, because I knew that amidst my suffering, I always have the power to step up. I believed in myself, and I think that's one thing that a lot of people lack today. They don't believe in themselves. Most people hate themselves secretly because of the choices that they made. It always sits in your subconscious what you're doing. So it's no wonder that they can't muster up a real smile. How could they? Everything that they've done in the last week that they didn't agree with, every time they betrayed themselves, they ruined their confidence a little bit more. If you say something and you do it, and you keep doing that, you have no choice but to smile, because you know you're powerful. Even amidst whatever issues, you still find a way. You still find a way to not betray your principle. You will start to realize that it is easy to smile. And the more you smile, like I said, the more life gets better. The less stress you have, the longer you'll live, the more meaningful conversations you'll have, the more people are drawn to you. It is something it can't be beat. To be positive, to have positive thinking cannot be beat. It has an effect on your surroundings, legitimately. Just like negative thinking does, positive thinking has an effect on your surroundings. It has an effect on the people that are around you. It has an effect on the work that you do. It has an effect on your family, your friends. You don't know how meaningful it could be to someone who's going through something to get a genuine smile from someone, because it says, I see you. You're not invisible to me. In fact, maybe we could be friends. Why not? There's no reason why not. And that, I wish someone did that for me in 2023 when all hell broke loose in my life. I wish someone actually saw me. Sometimes it felt like the people that were closest to me, they weren't listening, and they just didn't even see me anymore. I was part of a situation. So I and them had joined together in a situation. So to them, I stopped being a person, and for me to them, they stopped being a person. To circle back around, smiling is one of the most powerful things that you can do. It is a declaration of war, saying that there is no amount of suffering that could destroy me. I know that I'm the only one that could ever break my spirit. Please come and test my faith.